Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Pageant Mag Philippines live chat. So yours truly once again, Franz Rodriguez, and I'll be alone for tonight once again. And of course, we are live simultaneously on Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification and like our Facebook page and follow as well for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please follow us on all our social media platforms. Now, guys, if you have any questions later, please don't hesitate to drop your questions at the comment section. We will definitely ask that to our guest for tonight. And I believe that you are all excited to meet our guest for tonight. So our esteemed guest, I'll be giving her to you now. So our esteemed guest for tonight is, of course, a 24-year-old from Dinalupihan, Bataan. She's a commercial model. She's a commercial model, print ad model as well, and currently studying a Bachelor of Science in Business Management. She's been in one of the national pageants recently. Ladies and gentlemen, a virtual applause for Bataan, Dinalupihan, Bataan's Pride. Lea Macapagal. Yes, it's Lea Macapagal, Miss World Philippines 2021 candidate.
Hi!
Yay!
Hi, good evening,
Hello,
everyone. Good evening, Sir Francois. How am I going to call you,
Francois.
Sir?
It's Francois.
Wow. Francois, wow. Hi, good evening, everyone. For all those who are watching, I hope you guys have had your dinner already. And of course, to you, sir. And yeah, just keep on sharing this page, Pageant Mag Philippines. Please do support them on all their social media platform. And if you have any questions, I'm more than willing to answer all your questions. Don't be shy. Good evening.
There you go. So narinig na natin kay Leia no na she'll be answering. She'll be more than willing to answer your questions. So wag nang mahiya guys.
Yeah.
Please do drop your questions down below, okay? At the comment section. Okay? So Leia, I know that our short introduction isn't enough for us to know you well. Of course, everyone wants to know who is Leia Macapagal. For sure, there are some as well that might have heard you for the first time. So, could you tell us more about yourself, Leia?
Okay, sure. Hi again, good evening everyone. My name is Lea Macapagal. I'm 24 years old and I'll be representing Nilalupihan Bataan. I actually joined Miss Earth Philippines way back 2018 and this will serve as my second pageant, Miss World. And I think this is going to be also my last pageant. It's like do or die for me because I am really looking forward to be part of this pageant because I love Miss World Philippines. And I'm currently studying business management in Southwell International School via online, of course. And also, I'm working as one of the executives in a construction company. And if I have free time, I also do commercial modeling and yeah, print ad model.
There you go. So, it's interesting, no? It's interesting that you just mentioned a while back that you are currently working
Mm.
while studying. By the way, hello, Gabby.
Hi,
She's
to my
watching. Yeah,
sister, the
yeah,
sister
she's
tab.
watching on YouTube. Hello,
Thank you
Gabby.
for supporting me. May
Mm-hmm.
nanalo
So,
na sa Binibini.
thank you so much, Gabby, for watching. So, there you go. It's interesting, by the way, that you just mentioned a while ago that you're working as one of the executives in a construction company. So, how was that? You are working while studying.
Yeah.
What are the struggles? What are the challenges while when working while studying?
Well, to be perfectly honest, before I applied to this job, I already told them that I'm studying, and I also have this commercial modeling at the side. So I'm so grateful that my company really understands me and supports me with everything. So especially now in the pandemic, I manage I know how to manage my time. It's like it became my talent on how am I going to manage everything in my life alone.
Mm-hmm.
So we're working from home, so it's free that I can, like, for example, at from 8 to 6 p.m. I do my work, and during nighttime I do my assignment. Well, it's really hard, but it's real tiring. But if you have these goals and ambitions in life, if you love what you're doing, then you're not gonna feel tired, or it's just amazing that, because I would always want to make my day productive as much as possible.
Di ba? So it needs time management, no?
Yeah, and you have to
Mm,
be really mentally strong to face challenges, because it's not gonna be easy along the way. There will be stress in the
mm,
work, there will be stress at the school. So challenging, but it's gonna be worth it.
I see.
I'm for sure.
Napaka-inspiring naman nun, 'di ba? And can you tell us more about your family? By the way, to answer the question of Rex Frias, um, ilan bang mga candidate na sumali sa Miss World? They are all 45 candidates.
Yeah.
And I'm not
I'm
pretty sure if there is someone from Pangasinan as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm not also sure if there's someone from Pangasinan, but I'm your
Mhm.
candidate number one out of
Yes.
45 candidates from Miss World. Do not forget candidate number
Mhm.
one.
Mhm. Yes. So thank you so much, Rex Frias, for inquiring.
Just keep on
Anyway, let's
asking.
move.
Okay, let's move
Let's
forward.
continue with our let's continue with our getting to know. So can you tell us more about your family? Because of course we are also interested to know about your family.
Unfortunately, I'm already an orphan. My mother passed away from cancer 2 years ago, and my dad left my mom when I was a baby. So I didn't get a chance to really see and have bonding with my dad. But I have two half sisters and one half brother. So, and
Mm-mm.
they're all in Bataan right now because I currently stay here in Manila for work. So every weekends I go there. I spend my time with family. We still celebrate Christmas and New Year's together, and also our birthdays. Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's nice.
I'm a strong and independent woman right now.
Since when were you become since when you become an independent woman,
Well, to be
or
perfectly
when we become independent? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
my mom really molded me when she was still alive. She
Mm-hmm.
would always push me to be an independent woman. Like, for example, just by simply washing clothes at a very young age, she taught me how to wash my own clothes, to do the
Mm-hmm.
dishes, and just to really do everything at my own. Because he would always told me that in the future, what if I'm gone? Who's gonna take care of you? So you have to learn all these things about this person.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's nice.
and unfortunately it happened. So I'm glad that I've learned a lot of things from my mom. So it may be
Mm-hmm.
sad, but I'm living, and it she really inspires me. Right now I still think about her, even on my at my lowest days, my happiest days. I credit everything to her, to my mom.
Well, that's so sweet of you, no? Kasi syempre, di ba, at least, parang there's something, that's the legacy of your mom na sa'yo eh, di ba?
She left me on
Mm,
legacy.
yeah. Anyway, parang ako ang nasa sad.
Okay, let's make this long. I'm sorry.
Let's move forward. Let's move forward na lang. Okay, let's just play the game. Have you ever had? Okay.
Okay, sure.
I know that you're very familiar with this, but I just tried to modify it as simple as I could. Okay.
Should I answer it just a yes or no question, or can I say maybe?
Well, it's all up to you. It's all up to you. We
Okay,
can
okay.
actually, you can actually explain.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so first off, have you ever had worn an oversized or undersized pair of shoes?
Yes. When I was young, I would always stole my sister's shoes, especially if it suits me. I'm guilty for that.
O,
Hi,
diba?
Tia
Well,
Ate, if she's watching
well,
right now.
well, surely every one of us had experienced that as well, no? Yung kapag ka nakikita mong mas maganda yung sa sibling mo, di ba? There could really be a chance. There could really be a chance for you to
Yeah.
to just pull it out, no? From
Irarampa mo pa siya eh. No?
mm.
Irarampa mo
Mm.
siya. Might be catch.
Anong sinasabi niya kapag ka nahuhuli ka?
Siyempre, medyo nag-away kami. Bakit nasuot yun? Asan yung sapatos mo? Siyempre, pag mga bata kayo, there are moments na may mga little fights kayo pag bata. Eh,
Mm.
siyempre, awayan yan. Pag ganun. Pero,
Oo.
when pag ngayong matanda na, when we look back and we just talk about it sometimes, we're just gonna laugh lang eh, yung mga kalokohan ng bata. It's like Candle and Kylie.
Totoo.
Yeah.
All right, next na have you ever had snack out from home?
Snack out from home?
Yeah, sneak out.
Yes, yes, yes. You know, we have this crazy thing, especially when I was in high school. I would always sneak out of home. Like, for example, my mom is very strict, eh, so we have sometimes this bonding at night. So I would go to our
Mhm.
plaza secretly when she's already sleeping. So I would sneak out and meet up with my friends. But one time she caught me, so that was my last time because she caught me. Yeah, yeah.
'Di ba?
I'm not
'Di
crazy
ba?
when I was young.
Okay. Next, have you ever had wished to be a boy? Have you ever had wished to be a boy?
Oh yeah. To be perfectly honest, yes. Sometimes I wish to be a
Bakit?
boy.
Mm.
Well, especially, diba, I didn't grow up with my dad, so and
Mm.
there's a lot of things happening with the woman. Of course, like I experienced being brokenhearted, and if I
Mm.
were a boy, sabi nga ni Beyonce, I would love to be the best example for men, for all the men, for what way you're going
Oh.
to treat the girl. If you're a dad, how
Oh.
are you going to treat your children? And I would love to be the
Oh.
best example if I'm going to be a boy.
So cute.
Yeah.
Mhm. Here, have you ever had a crush on your instructor or professor or teacher?
Oh my god. Well, wala pa. Kasi, in Bataan, it's funny because most of my teachers, it's either women or it's a gay. It's like, lumaki akong babaeng bakla talaga. And most of my teachers are gay and women. So, wala pa naman. Baka classmate or schoolmate meron, but teacher, wala pa so far.
Uh, Kahit professor, wala
Wala,
ha?
wala pa. Even right now, I'm studying Southfield. All my professors are women.
Ah.
Not distract.
Safe ha?
Safe,
Sige.
safe from distraction. Yeah.
So, have you ever had worn your sister's dress? So, kanina, shoes, ang sinabi
Yes,
mo. Yeah.
yes. My sister is watching right now.
Guilty.
Because that time my sister, she likes this, it's funny because those were the times that, Avril Lavigne and Paramore, she's a fan of it. And
Oo.
I also became a fan of them. So, I'm also wearing sometimes their clothes. I'm an emo girl when I
Talaga?
was in school. Yeah, I love their songs. So it's like a rock star and emo girl at the same time. So
Mhm.
I would also sometimes I also wear this.
What do you love most from Avril Lavigne's songs?
A lot. Ano pa yung mga kanta niya?
I'm
Yung
with you.
complicated. Yung mga ganun. Yung mga emo days. Yung kahit di ka naman sad, pero gusto mo lang maging sad. Kahit
Happy ending.
pang video, okay. Yeah.
Actually, napanood ko yung concert ni Avril Lavigne when,
Oh, yung celebrity.
yeah, it was with Simple Plan back in
Mm.
2000, I don't know, 2000, mga 2004, mga ganyan ata.
We actually
2002,
have some
2003.
posters of her sa kwarto namin and Paramore eh.
Hmm. Oh, siya
Nice
yung nagpo-uso ng
place.
mga Chuck Taylor, ganyan.
Yeah. I'm wearing one of those during those days. Yeah.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Millennials.
Nakakabukuhan ng hair.
Okay. Have you ever had sold any pre-loved items? Any of your pre-loved items?
Yeah, I'm actually selling like my pre-loved clothes in Carousel because
Mm-hmm.
there's this thing about me na parang sometimes once I nagamit ko na siya and parang
Mm-hmm.
feeling ko maganda pa rin. So, okay, I'm gonna sell it. But sometimes, most of the times, I give it to my sisters. Pero if it's like, sometimes, if it's like, oh, sayang naman to, mukhang maganda, baka pwede pang ibenta. Sige, benta ko muna. Huwag
Mm-hmm.
mo nang pamigay sa kapatid. Yeah, yeah. You can check out my carousel, actually. It's still active up until now.
Oo. Wow, di ba? At least nakapag-plug pa.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had fallen in love with your best friend?
Well, most of my best friends are girls. Maybe I've fallen in love with them because I admire them for what they're doing
Oo.
as a friend,
In a
but
different, yeah,
in a
in a
different way,
different level of love.
in a different perspective. Yeah, but
Oo.
not with the boy, not yet.
Yeah, in a
Wala pa
different
akong
degree.
star,
Mm.
yeah. Wala pa
Mm-mm.
so far.
Mm-mm.
For me, if it's a friend, you're just a friend. It's like that.
Oh.
If you're gonna court me, then tell me straight to my face. If we're just gonna be friends, then we're just gonna be friends. So you have to be honest and straight to the point to me.
There are boys there are boys that are listening, huh?
And now I'm giving you tips. Don't ask me as a friend. Be straight to the point.
Don't make friends if you are intending to court.
Yeah, to court. For all the guys who are watching, if you're intending to court me, please don't ask me as a friend. Just go straight to the point. Para di ma-friend zone.
Totoo, di ba? So, eto next. Naging very, nag-trending siya, by the way.
Okay.
Have you ever had eaten a chicken intestine or isaw?
Yes, I love isaw.
Di
Honestly,
ba?
when I was young, we're also selling fishbowl and isaw.
Ah,
Yeah, yes, we're selling those kind of things in our
mm,
because beside the house there's a small waiting shed, so we're selling halo halo, merienda, isaw, fishball, and I'm guilty.
kaka-relate.
Sometimes I eat. Sometimes I eat when my mom is away.
Nakaka-relate.
It's so tempting. Yeah.
Okay. How about have you ever had too much fun at a party?
At the party,
Yes.
um, well, honestly, I haven't. I'm as an independent woman. I'm a very busy person, so I don't.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes I regret nga, especially now in pandemic. I regret attending parties because after going to work, I would just sleep. Or sometimes I have this tea time moments na I'll just get a cup of coffee and read a book.
Oo.
I feel like hindi ko na-enjoy yung teenage years ko. So, siguro mga
Oh.
birthday party lang with my brothers and sister. But normally, if it's my birthday, I would go for travel lang. So, I'm not
Mm,
that type of a girl na party goer talaga. But,
hindi party animal.
yeah. But I'm willing if there's a party after this pandemic. Doon ko lang
Mm-mm.
na-realize is, baka mag-end of the world bukas hindi pa ako nakapag-party after this.
Loka. Good girl, huh?
Let's
How
party.
about
Invite me.
mag-invite ka?
Sure.
How about have you ever had tried cutting classes?
Well, of course. I'm sorry for my teachers during high school. It's a lot of times. It's funny because when I was in high school and yung school namin at the top of the mountain pa because it's Jose
Oo.
Cipio Memorial High School. It's just a public school. And then there's a big
Oo.
fence. So every time
Oo.
na we would cut
Classes.
classes with my classmates. Tumatalon talaga kami ng bakod. Umi-effort talaga kami tumalon ng bakod. And we would go to campings, kumakain kami ng pancit canton. Yan, those are
Oo.
days. It's fun, but please, all kids who are watching, don't do this. Don't do this. It's fun,
Well,
but please
normally it's part
don't.
well, it's part of high school life, 'di ba? You haven't
And then
you haven't you hadn't enjoyed your high school
high
life
school,
without
if
experiencing this,
the cutting
'di
classes,
ba?
it's one of the best things.
Mhm. Okay, what about have you ever had fallen asleep with your gown and shoes on?
Well, yes, as a commercial model, di ba, before pandemic pa, like, yung taping extended siya until madaling
Mm.
araw. There are times talaga na pagpasok ko lang ng pinto and then there's a couch. Parang hindi pa ako nakapaghilamos and all, tulog na ako ganun, or I've passed out na.
'Di ba?
Yung pagising ko, may isang pimple. But please, all those who are watching, don't forget to wash your makeup
'Di ba?
before sleeping. It's one of the most important thing.
See, I
Uh,
think every one of us could
experience.
definitely could
Uh,
definitely relate with our queen tonight. So
uh,
she's indeed very relatable. So isn't she? Now let's move to the next segment of our episode, Leia. So actually, there are some asking about there are already some questions rather.
okay,
So,
I'm
but before that, let me just pull up one of the questions in here. I
okay.
hope you'll like this question.
Drink water.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you ready?
Throw that question to me.
So here's my question. If this pandemic didn't happen, what do you think will be the biggest challenge of the world? And as a beauty queen, how can you be part of the solution?
So
Oh
there
wow,
you go.
that's a very wonderful question. I think if
Mhm.
this pandemic didn't happen, we wouldn't appreciate even the simplest thing happen in our lives, like just by
Mhm.
going outside, just by meeting friends, just by simply having lunch with our family. You know, those are the things that we will never appreciate if this pandemic didn't happen. And it
Mhm.
also teach us a lot of lesson, like just being appreciating your life, your food on the table. Especially a lot of people lost their job and
Mhm.
unfortunately lost their lives. And I think um, maybe this is the worst thing that we can all be in. And just I think we still just to continue to fight, and we just to continue to unite. This is the best time really to unite. Every one of us just keep on fighting. I know it's hard, it's depressing, especially for me and
Mhm.
all those who lost their loved ones. But maybe after this pandemic, it's gonna be more meaningful. And let's keep our distance for now, and so we can all be together again.
Yes. So absolutely no. Because pandemic has really affected us not only economically but mainly or primarily our mental health, no?
Yeah.
So hopefully we can be able to really fight this pandemic, no? And we eventually overcome what's this pandemic that
For
we're
now,
actually
Mark.
experiencing. Yeah.
I believe we
Whew.
can all be together again, and it's gonna be more meaningful, and we could appreciate the life more. That it's beautiful, pala after this pandemic.
Yes, yes. Ooh. Okay, so by the way, may nagtatanong dito. I don't know if you have to answer this. So the question is, maliban sa Miss World crown, ano pa ang crown na gusto nyo under MWP? So, and kailan ang pre-pageant activities? So, wala pa pong schedules ang pre-pageant activities. You'll definitely be informed once there is already schedules for pre-pageant
It's really
activities.
hard actually to schedule, especially now with the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've been
Yeah.
scheduling, and when we're trying to schedule all the activities, but we're going to have activities like sports. We're going to be having gala night, national costume,
Mm-hmm.
and all. So maybe we're just gonna keep you all up posted and updated. But one thing for sure is we're gonna give you a good show, and you're gonna enjoy it.
Hmm.
And
Ayun.
regarding the question, aside from Miss World Philippines crown, well, just being one of the candidates is actually an accomplishment for me. Miss World Philippines crown is just an icing on the cake, but I just leave it all to the organization. But if I were given a chance, it's just a crown. But at the end of the day, how are you going to deliver as a beauty queen? It's what matters most.
Yeah, that's right, Lay. I really appreciate that kind of perspective. That
Yeah,
instead of pressuring yourself to get a crown kasi, 'di ba?
yeah,
The tendency is that parang malalost the focus ka, 'di
yeah.
ba?
You're just
There
gonna
could be a
focus on
possible
the crown. It's
yes.
just a
Mm-mm.
material. It's just a crown. But at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
that's right.
how are you going to deliver as a beauty queen? How are you going
Mm-mm.
to maximize that platform, and that how are you going to
Exactly. And of course, you're learning from the organization, from that particular batch that you've joined with, right?
yeah.
Mm-mm. Ayun.
Thank you
So
so
any
much for the
questions?
question.
Yeah. So keep on asking, guys. Keep on dropping your questions at the comment section. We will definitely ask to Leia, and she's very willing to answer the questions.
I please
Okay.
ask the question. I crave for human interaction.
Okay. So just like what I have mentioned earlier, Leah, we are talking about at least three topics that is which I have prepared. So the first topic that we're going to talk about is the discrimination. Well, discrimination generally. So what can you say about the discrimination that's happening everywhere?
Well, if you guys all know that I live in Bataan, and our Congresswoman Geraldine Roman is pushing this Soji bill.
Mm-mm.
I think you're all familiar with that Soji bill,
Mm-mm.
and I'm actually supporting her because it's about all of the gender. Like, it's not just about LGBT community. It's all about it's gender equality against discrimination and all. And I'm actually praying and supporting Miss Geraldine Ramondes that this law could be passed, because we have to be open minded. It's not just about LGBT, it's for everyone, for us to be able to stop discrimination. And you know, it's for me it's not really hard to do something good and to stop discriminating other people, because at the end of the day we're all human beings. We're not perfect. We make mistakes, we bleed, we cry. So instead of pulling each other down, discriminating each other, why not instead do something good? And it actually feels so good.
Mm-mm. Actually, I definitely agree with you, Leia, because doing good is not
It
something that yeah
will not
it,
cost you even a
it
penny, right?
it won't hurt you.
Yeah, I won't hurt you.
It won't hurt you, and all of us had that goodness. Well, we all have that
Yeah, I
goodness
would
in
always believe
within
that.
us. Yeah, we all At yun ang napatunayan na ni ang tawag dito, Plato, that there is goodness in every human being.
Yes, that's true. I agree.
Diba? That's true. Kaya naniniwala talaga ako doon na gaano man kasama ng tao, meron at meron pa ring
Of course,
kabutihan.
there's still hope at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-mm.
It may be dark, but deep inside in every person,
Mm-mm.
there's really something good.
Yes,
Sometimes
that's
you
true.
have to encourage that person. Eh. Sometimes,
Mm-mm.
kasi, like for example, we're judging someone because of his or her attitude, but little did we know that he or she is going through something. But instead
Mm-mm.
of judging her or discriminating that person, why not like empower her and motivate her, and then you will see that this person pala is not ganyan. This person, that's why
Mm-mm.
she's like this because she's having through something. So we should
Yes.
we should also put our shoes in our feet on other people's shoes.
Mm-mm, that's right. Yun ang parang sometimes kulang sa atin,
Yeah,
empathy,
yeah,
na?
empathy.
Mm-mm.
Exactly, that's
Mm-mm.
the correct word.
Mm-mm. Diba? All right.
Mhm.
What about education? So, what can you say about our current education standard?
Well, that's a very good question because it's my
Mm-mm.
advocacy. Actually, my advocacy is education. I've partnered up with One Learning. It's a
Mm-mm.
self-paced education online. So last time I went to Bataan, I've actually provided laptops in Payangan Elementary School. It's a school fit for indigenous people of Bataan. And I think that, to be perfectly honest, we're facing an educational crisis, especially with the modules, and not all parents could teach their children because they're also busy with their work. And also, I've
Mm-mm.
came up with this idea, and I really want to push through this advocacy with One Learning. I'm grateful that I partnered with them, and they're actually willing to sponsor, provide a better education for everyone. So, yep, and you could also check their website and One Learning. It's a self-paced education. There's a video uploaded. It's actually connected to DepEd, so your kids will not be having a hard time. And you could just let them, because there's videos, there will be teachers, there will be guides. Everything is in there. So I'm
Ah,
grateful that I hope that I could push this through if I was able to win this Miss World Philippines to really improve the education of the Philippines.
so meaning, yung nila, yung ginagawa nila is, yung concept rather, is parang pre-downloaded na lahat ng mga
Yes,
learning materials. And then
yes.
you just have to
You just have to click
upload
it.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
parang you just have to upload them and parang read and read na lang.
Yeah, and there's teachers, and it's very interactive. There's quizzes.
Ah,
Everything is in there.
talaga.
Yeah, and
Oh,
children will
see.
not get
As
bored.
in live teachers.
Yeah, there's videos. Like, it's very interacting. It's like Dora nga. Like, they're gonna ask
Oo.
questions. Yeah, and
Ah,
the children would not get bored with that. So I'm really
oh,
grateful that I partnered up with them, and
that's
it's very
nice.
effective because I rolled it out to the IPs in Bataan, and
Mhm.
I got their attention, and the school is actually so thankful with me because diba the IPs there, they may medyo mahiyain sila. They're not there.
Oo.
There are instances na they're afraid of like going to face classes because they're busy
Mm.
with their families looking for something to put on the table. So,
Yeah.
and I hope that I could push through it not just in Bataan but also to the whole Philippines.
Yeah, that's right kasi masyadong mahal ngayon ng mga gadgets eh. Yung
Yeah,
mga learning materials,
yeah.
'di ba?
And actually, my brother nga, I actually got inspired with my brother. He's he's grade 11, and
Mm.
he's not learning anything from module, and he would always ask me pa, ate, what's the answer for this? So we're doing video pa, and so that's why I really thought about that advocacy. Now, why not improve our education? I
Mm.
My brother is not learning anything from module, to be perfectly honest. It's something is missing. So, and syempre, like, I don't really have all 100% time naman to always teach him. So, that's when I came up with this advocacy
Ang
initiative.
naging ano kasi, ang naging nangyari kasi is abrupt kasi yung shifting, yung
Yeah,
transition from face-to-face learning kasi in the Philippines, biglang suddenly naging
but,
online due to pandemic.
and
So, yeah, I definitely understand the tawag
recognizing.
dito, the difficulties of the students to learn from the module kasi nga hindi nasanay.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yun.
And
Whew.
especially with the internet, diba? Like we've seen in
Yes.
the news, they're having a hard time to connect with Zoom, like online classes,
And not
something
only
like.
that, the internet in the Philippines is very, very, very bad.
Yes, that's why I
Oo.
would also love to include it in one of my advocacy, like quality education through technology
Yeah. Kasi
and
kailangan talagang makipag-partner ang education sa sa
technology, internet.
telecom companies,
Yes.
'di ba? Sa telecommunications para alam mo 'yun, magkaroon ng better internet connections all
Well,
over
I'm
the
actually
Philippines.
trying to partner in one of the telecommunications, but
Mm-mm.
I cannot discuss it for now because I'm still trying to win them. Also,
Oo.
to speed up the internet
Hopefully,
connection,
yeah.
not just in Bataan, but to the whole Philippines. Yeah.
Mm.
We
Kasi
cannot be just like this forever, diba? We cannot be just a
oo,
third world country. Like
yes,
our neighborhood, they have fast internet connection. So, bakit hindi ba yun kaya ng Pilipinas? Of course, we can also do it.
yes. Pero sana nakikinig yung mga giant telecommunications.
Hello po.
'Di ba? Hello, kailangan
Busy.
galaw-galaw, 'di ba? Okay, we have another question from one of your supporters. Are you ready?
Yes, go on. Wag lang mat, ah.
So, if you're going to talk to your 10-year-old self, what are you going to say to her and why?
So
Thank you.
there.
Wow, that was my sister, Gabrielle Bashana. Thank you for asking
Yes.
a beautiful question. If I'm going to talk to my 10,
Yun ang malakas makaboy abunda.
oh nga eh, parang, uy, ikaw, naano mo ako dun ah. Okay, back to the question. If I'm going to talk to my 10-year-old self, I would tell him to not be afraid. Because when I was young, when I was 10 years old, because I'm an like I don't have my father with me, so I have this. I'm afraid to go out of the world. I feel like something is missing in me. I'm incomplete. I can't do anything in life. I'm so shy. So that one thing that I would love to tell to my 10 years old self: do not be afraid. Go out of that shell. You can do it. Everything will be better. Just have to believe in yourself.
Mm.
That's it.
'Di ba? Lakas makaboy abunda nun. Parang,
Ikaw
here's a
ba?
mirror. Here's a mirror.
Ando
And
ka
you're
pala.
seeing yourself in the mirror. What would you like to say to yourself? Diba? Hmm. Okay, so let's move to one of our topics in here, fake news.
Fake news.
Mhm. So, how do you filter your how do you filter information that you get from online or social media platforms? Because most of our information now are coming from online or social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Okay. Well, as for me, is it's you could actually control who are we following, who are we getting the
Mm-mm.
news. I think we have to make sure that we're getting this from reliable sources, lang. Like
Mm-mm.
we cannot just because we saw this post from a certain page doesn't mean that it's a genuine news. It's a fact. Sometimes
Mm-mm.
we have this as a Filipino just because sinabi, ay, sabi ni ganyan, ganito daw yan. No, I think we have to be also accountable and responsible when it comes to
Oo.
saying our thoughts, our opinions, and to all those, um, especially who are working in the network in the broadcasting company. I think
Mm-mm.
that we should. for all the viewers, we should also only post what is true, what is genuine, and what is just. And I think
That's
we
right.
all deserve that. Thank you.
Mm. 'Di ba? Kasi, normally kasi kung ano na lang yung nakikita natin sa
Mm.
timeline, parang we get
There again,
easily believe that,
yeah.
well, ito yung nakita eh, ganyan. And we had no time na to, or at least we have no, we don't even
Sometimes
find a
it's
way. We don't even
yung
find a
plot
way.
lang. Naniniwala na
Mm-mm.
because there's a lot of clickbait na in Facebook and all of
That's true. That's true. Kasi, and then we don't find a way on
to
to
confirm
check and confirm or to verify at
yeah.
least the news that we've read, 'di ba? Or the headline, 'di ba? So hopefully no, we get to learn on how to filter facts. We get to learn how to um, fact check, no? Kasi nga
And
yun yung
only
napaka
follow
mm,
people or pages who's only posting. Like for me, as much as possible, I only follow pages that are inspirational, motivational. Kasi it will
mm.
also have an impact to your mental health. Like the
Ah,
only
thank
negative.
you naman. Parang nakaano naman ako na, "Ay, thank you naman that you're following our pages." That are
Yeah, and
Thank you
yeah,
naman that you're
those
following our page.
are,
Yung nga
we're
nakikita ko
on to
kasi.
positivity and
Yes.
facts post only. I
Mm,
support that.
nakikita ko kasi na nagla-like ka sa mga ano namin, sa mga posts namin. So sabi ko, ay, nakakatuwa naman tong si Lea. O, nagla-like siya. And nakita kong ganyan. Ay, naka-like siya sa page.
Yeah,
So
I have to
thank
be
you so
active
much,
with
Lea.
that. Yeah.
Ayun. So, there you go. Ano pa ba? Do we still have more questions, guys? We still have more time. We still have 15 minutes. Okay, let's
Let
talk about
everyone.
your Miss World journey.
Okay.
Yeah. So Miss World's famous slogan is beauty with a purpose. So as an individual and independent woman, just like what you have mentioned, what is your ultimate purpose in life?
I think my ultimate purpose in life is to really make an impact and to serve other people around me. You know,
Mm-mm.
the pandemic hits me so hard that it is not just about me. There's a big life out there waiting for me. Maybe I can still do something good because I actually see myself being a public servant in the future. As a woman, we cannot just because society is telling us that this is only what we can and we can't do. So as
Mm-mm.
a woman, I want to prove to everyone that we can do so much, even the impossible thing. And
Mm-mm.
I think that's my purpose in life is to really do something good, make an impact, and leave a mark before I leave this world.
Which is legacy.
Yeah, that's legacy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hopefully,
because
I'll be a public servant in the future. Nangampani agad.
you have our
After,
support.
yeah, that's how I see myself in the future.
Talaga, you will definitely have our support. So
Yeah,
talagang gusto mo is in public service after
yes,
pageantry? Parang
really.
ganon?
That's really how I see myself. If I
Mm-mm.
if I will not be a public servant, maybe I'll just do it alone or because I love interacting with people. I love helping people. I'm just not really into posting lang, pero I'm
Mm-mm.
into charities every birthday. Like I'm silently helping people, even just by simply talking to people, just by simply comforting someone else who didn't know now you're making an impact not in someone's life. You don't really
Yeah.
have to like put money or just give money to a certain charity or what. Sometimes just by talking to someone, comforting someone, just by hearing their problems and all. You
Mm-mm.
didn't know that you're making an impact into someone's life.
That's right. That's very philanthropic. That's very very philanthropic.
Yeah.
Yun na lang. 'Di ba? Kasi nga it's more of
Siguro
public
when I get
service.
old, that's how I
It's
see
more
myself, a philanthropist. Lea Macapagal
Yeah.
as philanthropist.
'Di ba? Ang ganda nun,
Yeah,
ah.
ang lutong, yeah.
Very philanthropic kasi. 'Di ba? And most of the beauty queens actually after their
Very,
pageant journeys, they become philanthropists.
yeah. That's
And I know
and
some.
I really want one. I want to be one of those.
Yeah, Evangeline Pascual is a philanthropist, di ba?
Yeah.
She's from Bataan.
Bayan na hindi magpapalukig, Bataan.
Di ba? Okay, so let's Mhm. Parang yun dapat ang tanong ko eh. Who is Lea Macapagal that I'm talking with tonight after pageantry stints? So parang nasagot mo na rin eh. Parang, di ba?
Yeah.
A philanthropist
So
after.
hopefully, after this pageantry, I would love
Mm-mm.
to talk to you again regarding how we're going to make an impact to the people, how we're going to
Yes.
help with this certain issues
Mhm.
or problem. Let's claim it.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
Let's
Leia.
claim it.
Absolutely. Anytime you want to talk about your advocacy, even after your journey in pageantry, we will definitely accommodate you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Diba?
That would be nice.
Diba? Once a
At least
beauty queen,
I
always a
already
beauty
have
queen.
one vote from you. I'm expecting that vote from you, sir.
Of course, diba? You have my word.
And to all those people who are watching right now.
Yeah, you have my word, Leia. So I'll definitely look forward to that. Okay, so I think that would be. Let's move to our next segment. The one that I mentioned to you earlier. So it's gonna be a kind of activity. It's kind of game, of course. Okay. However,
Prize.
um,
Prize talaga.
however,
Okay.
yes, there's a prize when you
Exciting.
get when you get the serious when you get to open the serious question. The surprise is for you to answer that. the
Ako
pri-
pala
the prize is
masusurprise.
the,
I
the,
need a
pri-
surprise.
the prize is for you to answer rather.
Okay,
Okay, so
I'm
are
game
you
for this.
ready? Sige,
I'm
let's
ready.
open that file. hmm I hope you're enjoying Leia, ha? Fun,
I'm
fun,
really
fun
enjoying.
lang.
I'm really enjoying. I love
Okay.
talking. I'm a very talkative person.
That's nice, huh? So here we go. We have the game is called Pick a Box. So in here, I have prepared 6 boxes, as you can see. Oops, as you can see, 6 boxes in here. Okay, so for each box, it corresponds with a word or words. Okay, it could be serious or it could be a sort of a kind. Yeah, it's a sort of fast. How do you call that again?
Awesome.
Fast talk.
Okay.
Okay, it could be a sort of fast talk, but it's modified. We
Okay.
can explain why it is, why you chose
Okay.
this, and why not. Right?
Okay. Okay. I'm
Okay.
ready.
Okay, good. So you have to choose at least one first.
Okay, I would definitely choose one because it's my number for Miss Brooke things.
Are
First
you
box.
sure? Are you sure?
Yes. Open it.
Okay, so here we go. The first mystery box is number one. And what we have in here, I'm sorry, same sex marriage.
Same sex marriage. Okay. Um, I would always believe that God is love, and I have this LGBT friends, and they're very supportive. I have friends who's also into same-sex relationship,
Mhm,
and I think that we should stop judging people just because they are because of their gender, because marriage means love, and love is so
mhm,
deep for us to judge them, and
mhm,
we may not be experiencing what they're experiencing, and at the end of the day, all they want is inclusivity, respect, and it's just love, and there's nothing
mhm.
wrong with loving. another, or even if it's the same sex or not. Love is so
Mm-mm.
wonderful to stop that
Yeah.
person loving someone. Mhm.
Love. Ano nga ba yung sinabi tawag dito? Ni William Shakespeare sa Love. Love is not love when it finds when its alteration finds. You know.
Yeah. And
Oo nga
diba,
yun.
he also mentioned to his wife na this like lifetime is not enough for me to love you. And I would
Mm-mm.
love you to the next lifetime if I'm going to meet you. That's why there's ano nga na parang kamukha ng wife niya si itong actress na to, and like si William Shakespeare. Yeah. I'm a
That's
fan
right.
of I'm a fan of him. Of his
Talaga, si William
role.
Shakespeare. Oh, 'di ba? Ang cute.
Yeah.
So, alam mo ba 'yon? Tawag dito,
Love is so deep for us to judge it.
it's very broad.
Mm.
Yeah, it's very broad. Well, the main principle of living in the world is basically love.
Love
Yeah,
is the
and
most powerful thing in this world.
oo, it can actually break you or make you. 'Di ba kung saan-saan napunta?
Biglang humugot na.
Okay. Next number
Number
of your
5.
pick. Number 5. Annulment or divorce. Bakit puro series ang nakukuha mo?
Bakit tungkol sa love?
Annulment or divorce?
Um, to me, as a believer, I think once you've married the person, you cannot break that
Mm.
law, because
Oo.
marriage is something. It's a law. It's a law from God that we cannot break it. But if
Mhm.
there's really something wrong that is happening in the relationship, like if there's abuse, especially for women, if there's harassment or what, I would definitely go for a divorce. I think it's case to case basis. And
Mhm.
I think we also have to support them. There's a lot of women experiencing abuse from their husbands or vice versa. So I think as the world progresses, we should also be open minded, especially to our
Mm.
government, that divorce or annulment should be passed in the law, or should be passed in the Senate.
Actually, we already have annulment in the Philippines,
Yeah,
and then that's been long running. And but there's basically there's a big difference between annulment and
annulment and divorce.
divorce.
Yeah,
Yeah. When we speak of annulment, that's basically nullifying, that's invalidating the marriage.
yeah,
Like there was no marriage that ever happened from the very beginning because of um, some factors that could well impede, or we call
mm,
it impede, yeah, impede the marriage. However,
yeah,
in divorce, the difference in divorce is that in divorce
like
they
completely.
are dissolving. No, they are dissolving the marriage.
The
It's in
marriage
annulment that completely removes the bonding or the
connection.
binding. Yeah, it completely removes the binding of the two parties. While in divorce, it's not completely removed. So from the word dissolve, that's dissolution, 'di ba?
Mm.
That's basically dissolution, means dissolution of marriage. Ibig sabihin, there is still marriage in the separation.
Well,
Did you get it? So paano nangyari yun? Parang ang analogy kasi yan is say for example, yung hand sanitizer, 'di ba?
yeah,
Yung sa hand sanitizer kasi, bago naging hand sanitizer siya, there's water and ano ba yung nilalagay?
like
Antibacteria?
like alcohol or gel,
Parang
something.
alcohol, parang something like that, no?
Both blend together.
So, so i-dissolve yung antibacteria or yung alcohol dun sa water, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, makikita mo siya na white siya. Hindi ibig sabihin na syempre nandun ang water, nandun yung alcohol. So na-dissolve lang yung alcohol dun sa water na yun. Kaya naging alcohol siya. So magiging ganun yung divorce. So parang natanggal lang yung parang dinisolve lang yung yung marriage pero nandun pa rin yung marriage.
Yeah.
However, ang divorce will lead to polygamy.
Yeah.
So it's more sin parang it's a sin to another sin. It's a sin leading to another sin. Yun
To be
yung
perfectly
divorce kasi.
honest, I'm really against with either of the two as a believer kasi.
Oo.
There's a marriage and that's why, diba, you
Mm-mm.
tell the God that for better or for worse and all.
That's right.
So I think that
Mm.
before you all get married, to all those who are
Mm-mm.
watching, because to be perfectly honest, before I joined Miss World Philippines, I'm supposed to be getting married to someone. I'm already engaged, but then that person ghosted me. Okay, there's a chica. Okay, I'll be perfectly honest. So my fiance ghosted me, and that's when I know. Like 3 months before our marriage, he ghosted me. So yeah, it's very sad. So I think that before we really get into the marriage, so for us to be able to avoid this annulment or divorce, really have to make sure that do you see that person in your future? Like you really have to get to know each other first, and
Mm-mm.
like do not be afraid to do counseling, to get opinion from other people, and to make sure that you have the same faith, you have the same beliefs, or else that marriage is going to be failed.
That's right. That's right. So malaking bagay pa rin talaga yung no, yung pareho kayo ng paniniwala at
Yes.
pananampalataya.
Yes.
Diba? Ang init.
Ang itong mga topic ko, ba't ganun?
Alright. Last pick na lang din.
Number 3. Box
Number
number 3.
3. Box number 3. Outdoors or indoors? Yan, napakadali.
Before pandemic or after pandemic?
Regardless. Whichever.
Okay, I would choose outdoors. This
Outdoors.
world is so beautiful for us not to appreciate, especially in the Philippines. We have these beautiful beaches, we have these beautiful sceneries, and we have everything. We are so blessed. This country is actually so blessed for us not to able to explore and see.
Mm-mm.
And maybe after this pandemic, I would love to encourage everyone. Philippines has a lot of things to offer. It's a beautiful country. And let's continue to
Yeah.
support, especially our tourism. Just go outside and share how amazing this country is.
Well, even Bataan rather, even Bataan has many things to offer.
Yes,
Diba?
yes, yes.
Gaganda ng beaches sa
Have you been
Bataan,
to
ha?
Bataan, sir, if I may ask?
Yes! I've been
Where
to
exactly,
Bataan.
exactly in Bataan?
Mariveles.
Oh,
Nakarating ako
yeah.
doon.
It's so beautiful. It's like there's
Mm-mm.
Mariveles looks like Batanes nga eh. We have this
Oo.
mountains. Yeah.
Tapos, saan pa yung napuntahan ko doon? Syempre
We have
napuntahan
lots
ko
of
yung
beaches and
napuntahan ko yung
Mount
tourist spot
Sanal.
doon. Mount
Mount
Samat,
Sanal.
oo.
Yes.
Tapos, ano pa ba? May isang beach
Um,
resort akong napuntahan doon.
have
Parang
you been to Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzar?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course!
It's one of our pride in Bataan.
Las
I think
Casas, yes.
everyone should
Ang
visit.
ganda-ganda
Go
doon.
back to history if you want to feel the the time before. It's like time traveling. You should go visit.
2019.
Yeah,
Kasi
Las Casas.
dapat babalik ako doon nung last year kasi binigyan ako ng complimentary basta may complimentary certificate na binigay sa akin nun
Yeah.
eh.
They
Na
actually
magstay
offered
overnight.
you.
Ha?
So you stayed there, sir? You stayed there
Hindi
overnight?
hindi na ako nakabalik.
Sayang.
Kasi nga, 'di ba?
Okay.
Supposedly last year kasi dapat
Mm.
March nagka-lockdown. Ay, wala na.
Sayang.
Yun.
Let's try
Sayang.
to, ano,
Hindi ko tuloy nagamit yung complimentary.
yeah.
Kasi
I'll
that's
do
good
you,
for...
sir, once they're open to everyone. I would love to do you to discuss it.
Oo, ang ganda-ganda kaya doon. 'Di ba? Parang nasa Manila.
It's like you're not in Bataan. It's like you're not
Mm.
actually.
Very Hispanic kasi yung concept,
Yeah. And
'di
most of
ba?
the houses there are preserved talaga from, like, we have this old houses we brought pa talaga
Oo.
on that specific spot. And you're gonna learn
Yes.
a lot
Talaga.
from the history. If you're a person who loves history, you should go visit
Oo.
Bataan, Casas Philippines.
Yes, I definitely love history, 'di ba? Ayun. I hope you enjoyed that game.
I enjoyed I enjoyed medyo serious lang yung mga question, pero it's okay.
Medyo controversial lang, no?
My
Yung
last
mga-
is so controversial. I hope all the people who are watching also
Mm,
enjoyed
mm.
the topics.
So, would you like to give any message to anyone?
Okay,
Mhm.
sure. Thank you all so much for watching tonight. Thank you so much for supporting Pageant Mag Philippines. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to all their social media platforms. And also, do not forget to support me, your Miss World Philippines candidate number one, Lea Macapagal from Dinopi in Bataan. I have my Facebook, which is Lea Macapagal, and I also have Instagram named Lea.macapagal. And yeah, thank you all so much to my family and to all Bataeños who are watching, and to all the people who are watching, my team, my pageant coach, RS Angels, and my stylist, my friend Ken Batino, Jevin Sulaysay. And also to my pageant sister, Gabrielle Bashana, good luck on your Binibining Filipinas journey. And yeah, thank you so much, sir, for inviting me tonight and for talking with you. I've learned a lot of things, and it feels so good to be talking to someone, even though if it's just virtual. And please continue to support Miss World Philippines, and we'll keep you posted and updated to all our activities. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much as well, Leia, for accepting our invitation through Mama Ru. And thank you also to Miss World Philippines organization, especially to Sir Arnold Vega Faria for allowing us to make this happen. And to Mama Ru, Mr. Arnold Mercado
Masyado.
for channeling, for assisting me actually to have you all girls with us tonight every night. Okay, so at least until 29th.
Yeah.
So thank you so much to the
Thank you so
organization,
much.
and thank you also to all our viewers. Please continue to support us. Please continue to um, follow if you haven't yet. Follow and like our Facebook page, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we are also on other social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram.
Wow.
So yeah.
Are you
So
going to
please,
be dancing on your TikTok?
no.
It's more on pageantry.
Yes, it's more on pageantry. Yeah. It's
I
still
talked to
pageant.
you recently. I would love to see you dancing.
How I wish I could. How I wish I could. Kaya siguro hindi ako naging beauty queen.
No, you could sing naman. Kind of solid.
Ay, nako. So, however, Leia, the night won't end here, or I mean, the episode won't end there, no? Because we also have prepared something for you, and I hope you like this.
Wow,
All
thank you so
right,
much.
you're welcome. So here we go.
Hi, Leia. I hope you're feeling good and confident. You worked hard to get this far, so you can do this.
Hi, my stunning camp sister. I wish you good luck and galingan mo. Nandito lang kaming RL's Angel sa likod mo.
Hi Leia, good luck sa Miss World competition mo and grab the crown. Kayang-kaya mo yan. Ingat.
Thank you so
Ayun.
much. Oh, sorry, it's my cat.
That's all
Thank you
right.
so much.
Diba?
I appreciate all the messages. You guys
Yeah,
inspired me by, and that's what we need. Just by simply messaging someone, I encourage everyone to send even just a simple message or just a
that's right.
chat.
Mhm.
It will change somebody's
A
day
lot.
a lot.
Mm. Mm. So I would also like to thank Sir RL, Mamshi RL. Thank you so much for collecting all those videos for me, especially for Leia, because I really asked favor from him to do the collection of
For
videos.
videos.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
actually surprised. Oh, you didn't tell me about it. Maybe it's also
uh,
part of the gaming. Thank you, Sir RL.
that's one of the rules that I told him. It should not be told to you.
What a great surprise.
All right. So thank you once again. Thank you to all
Thank you
our
so much.
viewers, and thank you for staying with us, for tuning in with us even more than an hour now. Have a
Oh,
great
wow.
day to you. Have a great night, everyone.
Even more for
And
the I enjoy the time.
see you once again on our next episode.
Sure, sure.
Bye. Good
Bye. Thank you, sir. Bye, everyone.
night.
Bye.